What's up, guys? Welcome back to another voiceover edition of Let's Destroy Our Backs Together today. I had a mic in. I'm not sure what happened. The green lights were on. Everything said it was working, and we find out at the end of the workout, 'twas not. So you get the voiceover edition today. Starting off, working on some pull-ups here, full range of motion. This is about the third or fourth set we got into. Again, focus today, full range of motion for back. Getting a nice big stretch, big squeeze up. Shout out team full range of motion. If you are in full team range of motion, throw it in the comments. Use a hashtag. But yeah, guys, just starting off with some warm-ups. Pull-ups here, not trying to overexert too much, just getting a nice big squeeze up at the top and big stretch down at the bottom. And the final set here, get a different view on it. So, worked a little bit of back and a little bit of bicep today. Been a few days since I was in the gym. We actually had some pretty severe weather come through the southeast and knocked the power out, so kind of had to deal with that for a few days and getting back into it. Alright guys, kicking off some deadlifts over here. Did a few reps with just the bar and decided to jump straight to some plates. So looking back on this, I feel like starting with the plates was a good idea, but I jumped up to 2 plates, I feel like, rather quickly. Probably should have done a few sets in between here just to continue warming up, because this felt heavy right out of the gate. So still wanted to rep several out. So again, just focusing on the quality of the movement, keeping the knees out, keeping the back nice and flat. Just seeing how many we could rep out. Alright, since that felt so heavy, next round decided to throw the belt on, throw some straps on, continue to increase in weight through 25s on each side. So 275 for this round. Again, just trying to rep them out. Working on a nice big upper frame, and deadlifts are a classic movement for it. Big compound movement. Gets the whole body involved. I'm definitely good at hiding how I'm feeling on my face. You can tell by some lovely facial expressions. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That's the dog behind me choking on something. Apologize. All right, last round on deadlifts here. Again, 25s each side. So we are up to 325. And I just wanted to rep out a couple. Because like I said, I feel like if I had gone up a little bit slower and just repped out a couple each time, I could have probably pulled 345, maybe 350. But this was feeling pretty heavy with a match grip, even with the belt and the straps. Really felt all 3 of those. Like I said, it felt pretty heavy, so instead of doing any sort of big ego lift and trying to destroy myself, decided to just move right along. Over to the Smith machine for our rows. So for these rows, the first one I started with my palms facing me, and you'll see in the next clip my palms are actually facing outward. I was definitely feeling this motion in a lot of those same fibers that I was feeling in the deadlift. So I just spun my wrist around and faced my palms outward, and that really helped change which muscles were firing, and also helped get a little bit of bicep involved for just a little bit of extra credit. Another reason we're working on the Smith machine with this movement is those deadlifts were pretty exhausting, and I didn't want to be fighting any sort of balance, so I just wanted a nice linear up and down movement, controlling the weight, again, full range of motion, letting that bar fall all the way down, letting the scapula fall apart, and then squeezing them back together. I believe these sets went 12, 10, 8, 6. Another view for you. For the Smith machine, for a little bit of extra stretch, I decided to add this little platform. You can see underneath my feet. Raised this up about 4 inches and allowed that bar to go all the way down without hitting the little rubber stoppers down at the bottom. So that little platform was perfect in getting that little bit of extra stretch down at the bottom. Nice big squeeze up, full stretch down. And you can see I rotated my wrists so my palms are facing outward, just to help attack the back from a different position and get some biceps involved. Forgot how to use straps there for a moment. There we go. And this is our final set here. Went pretty heavy on the last set. Focusing on form, quality of movement. Moving weight with control is the name of the game, guys. If you're in there just slinging stuff around, not getting quality movement, and you're just looking for quantity, whether that be volume or whether that be weight, newsflash, probably going to end up hurting yourself, or who knows, you might be able to power through it, not hurt yourself. I don't want to say that, but it's definitely better to work smarter than harder, guys. So definitely suggest slowing your reps down and finding that good stretch and squeeze. So moving right along here, had to take the jacket off. It was hot in the gym today, folks. Hot in there. But over to this lat pull down, again focusing on one side at a time. Keeping the squeeze, keeping that isometric squeeze on one side while we get the nice big stretch on the other side. Highly recommend doing some unilateral work in your workouts, holding an isometric hold while working the other side of the body. Good for the nervous system. Finish off with a couple of 2 arms at a time. Right into the next set. Up the weight a little bit. I believe on that first set I did 7 each arm. I think on these next 2 I did 5 each arm. So the weight was pretty heavy. Again, starting on the left side, my left was a little bit weaker. So I wanted to make sure I could get all 5 reps on that left side before going over to the right. Couple of big power pulls right here at the end. Really just trying to squeeze those scapula together. I always tell my clients whenever we're doing those kind of pulling, squeezing motions for the back, just pretend like somebody's got their finger in between your shoulder blades and you are trying to squeeze their finger in between your shoulder blades. That's a good mental cue to send the mind to the muscle and get some quality movement in there. Now with these, I was actually leaning over just a little bit on that stretch just to help pull that lat apart a little bit better. Just wanted to finish that one off. It's rough, guys. This last set, I did decide to do a drop set, so just shedding some weight each side and jumping right back into it. 2 arms, double arm drop set, so just shedded a little bit of weight. Try not to rest any more than about 15 seconds, just long enough to throw those plates off and right back into it. Bust out a few more reps and you are good. So decided to give the back a rest and move over to some biceps. So here we are doing a seated alternating bicep curl. A couple of different reasons we sit down for this. One is to take any sort of momentum out of the movement. Make sure it's just our biceps that are firing and not our back, not our shoulders helping, but it's really just some forearm and some biceps working here. Second reason is the range of motion. As you can see, since I'm seated back just a little bit, you get a nice big stretch on those biceps. You should probably be able to lighten the weight up a little bit here. So if you have your arm in that big of a stretch motion, just getting the curl started sometimes is a little bit of a challenge. So started off a little bit lighter on these, and we will work our way up. If you guys are still following along, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying these workouts, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. You know all the things that help. Let's put a hashtag team full range of motion, hashtag team full ROM in the comments. If you're still watching the video by this time, drop that in the comments for me. I appreciate you. Keep working these biceps. If you're following along in the gym, slow down. Tempo is the name of the game today. Remember, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, down. Slow it down. There's no rush, guys. If you show up to the gym, sometimes it takes 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes to get there. Who knows? The time that you spend while you're there, make it worth it. Take your time. Make each and every single rep count. If you guys are ever interested in any personal training, somebody that can help you stay motivated, hit me up. Link to my Instagram is in the description of my channel, so just check that out. Follow me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM if you are in the Piedmont area of North Carolina, and we will connect, and hopefully I can help you out. Really starting to feel it at this point. Adding that little bit of lean back and stretch is a game changer, guys. Another thing that I was doing before I started the reps is try to work my scapula back onto that bench. So again, retracting the scapula and trying to squeeze them together. Trying to pinch somebody's finger in between your shoulder blades. That kind of helps in aiding to that extra stretch. Guys, next exercise for the biceps, a little bit for the forearms, just hitting them from a different angle, doing a reverse curl with a straight bar. Again, the idea here is 12, 10, 8. I think I was able to do an extra round of 12 with some heavier weight here. So again, just testing it, seeing what we can do, all growing together. It's a marathon, not a sprint, guys. It is a marathon, so there's no rush. Take your time, enjoy it while you're in there. Everybody getting bigger, everybody getting healthier together. Shout out Team Death Eaters, too. If I got any Harry Potter fans out there, but I'm with you. Grew up with those and still watch them to this day, so. So again, went for 12 here. The idea was for 10, but was able to get 12, so went for it. A little extra work on those biceps. Let's call it extra credit. I feel like anytime that you can do, 8 to 12, you're really working something. If you find yourself going over 15 reps and you're looking for strength gaining, strength building, or, some hypertrophy, some bodybuilding, probably need to increase the weight, guys. Probably need to increase the weight. That's what I did here. I realized, we're at a place now to where you can probably increase a little bit. These bars all go up 10 pounds at a time, so, you just got to test it and see what you can do. So I grabbed the 50-pound bar and went for it. Few more reps in here. Yep. Maybe not. Woo. Yep. If that's what your reverse curls look like, you're working. I knew another one was going to be failure, so just set that bad boy down and on to the next exercise, guys. Went over to the cable machine. Love a cable machine when working arms. Helps really keep the tension on whichever muscle group that you're working that day. So definitely try and work some cables in whenever you can. Just doing a little cross body hammer curl here. Try and polish off those biceps till we got nothing left in the tank. First time you're trying these, maybe use a grip. I like just grabbing the cable and working my grip as well. So just keeping a nice squeeze on that cable and working the biceps. If you find that your shoulders are starting to get involved, you may want to just move your feet around. Move that cable either a little bit more in front of you or a little bit more even with your body, and that should help alleviate that. Or you might be too close to the machine, or you might be too far away from the machine. It's all about learning and figuring out what works, and keep doing that. If you want to try some new things, check out some of the other videos. Maybe doing some exercises that you've never seen before. Give those a try. Every Wednesday at 10 a.m. I do a HIIT class at High Tone Fitness in Gastonia. So if you're in the area, come through, check out the class. We will definitely be doing some things in that class that you've never done before, I can assure you. It's an hour long, full body routine, and we get a good sweat on. Burn some calories, build some muscle. You know what we're here to do. Just a few more on the side. Again, purposefully starting with my left side. Did a little body scan, and after doing the body scan, I realized that I had some imbalances, left or right side. And after doing the scan, look in the mirror, and you can kind of see them a little bit better once you realize that they're actually there. So, going to failure on my left side for the hammer curls, and then moving to the right side so I know how many reps to do. I need to bulk up that left side a little bit more. So went to failure there. Know how many reps I'm doing. On to the right side. Again, try to get full stretch in that bicep. All the way down, big squeeze up top. Some people will rotate their pinkies in just a little bit here. Help get an extra squeeze on that bicep. Alright guys, we've made it to the end. Burnout time. Today's burnout is going to be some scapular push-ups, followed by some Zotman curls. So grab yourself some dumbbells, grab yourself a mat, and let's hit 30 seconds of some scapular push-ups together. This is a great one to warm up the back or to polish it off, whichever you want to do, but we're doing 30-second rounds here, and we're doing 3 sets. Not stopping in between sets. So now you're going to see grabbing the dumbbells, straight into some Zotman curls. Went with a little bit lighter of a weight, just to really try and get the volume in. Go heavy out of the gate, guys. We're working biceps. I like to add a little bit of volume right at the end there. So went lighter, so I can really rep them out. Again, 30 seconds of that. Drop down and immediately into our scapular push-ups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
should really be feeling it at this point if you're doing this one with me. Just have 2 more rounds of each. Just about done with this one. And into the curls. 30 seconds of this one, and then we got 1 more round. Again, lighter weight on the Zotman curls. It's not cardio weight, but somewhere in between cardio weight and working set weight. So cardio weight for me, we're looking at about 10 pounds, 12 pounds, something like that. Starting to feel it, curls, 25 pounds, 30 pounds, something like that. So it went right in the middle with 17 and a half. A few more of these. This is the last set here. And on to our last set of Zotman curls. If you guys have made it this far, I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me on this journey today. Definitely put some work in on our back. Definitely put some work in on our biceps. So thank you so much. Again, I'm a trainer at High Tone, so if you're in the area, come through, hit me up, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.